o'clock on your Wednesday with a weather impact alert in effect for today. Good morning, I'm Danita Harris.
Good morning, I'm Dave Chudowski. Today's weather could have a big impact on your morning commute.
So we have team coverage for you. Brissa Bradfield has a look at road conditions. But first, Matt Wentz is tracking the latest. Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, good morning, Danita and Dave. We've got an active weather pattern today, as we've been talking about. That weather impact alert includes the entire day today. So from start to finish, we've had some slush and some mix overnight. We're primarily rain right now. I'll show you that here in a second. We do have some slushy roads, especially out east here this morning. As we take a live look downtown, rain is coming down. We've got a rain-snow mix over at Hopkins right now, 36 degrees. Look at that wind howling out of the south-southwest at 20. It will be rocking and rolling as you're heading to work. But primarily, temperatures are above freezing, and this is what we were expecting. They're even a degree or two above perhaps what we're expecting. So we do have a lot of rain out there, but 37s, 38s, 36s, pretty common. Coolest readings out east, though. That's where we have a little bit of that slush, and those winds are gusty, sustained between 15 and 25. We've had gusts over 40. Look at this, Ashland and Mansfield in the last couple minutes coming in with 40+ mile-per-hour winds. So that wind is taking over here this morning. It will be gusty. Radar lighting up like a Christmas tree this morning. The radar's trying to figure out what kind of precip's falling. And in reality, it's a mix of everything. You'll get some gloppy snow at times. You'll get rain at others. The good news is I'm not worried about freezing rain, so we don't have an ice issue here this morning, just some slush. So we'll take you downtown Cleveland right now. You see the roads are just wet. Out east towards Ashtabula County, we do have some snow mixing in areas of Geauga County. This is I-90 out towards the Madison exit. You can see reduced visibility. It's tough to tell what precip type is falling. Down in Akron, we've got a mix of rain and a little bit of wet snow as well for you. Roads are wet, maybe a little slush on some of the roads down there. Again, hard to tell here at night. And then we've got primarily rain mixing with snow at higher elevations out towards the western side. Again, pretty wet as you get out towards the Norwalk and the Sandusky area. Bigger picture, we've got a couple more hours of this precip sliding through. Then we'll get into a little dry slot as we get into the midday hours. And then on the backside of this low pressure, cold air will come back in. I think that's where the bulk of our problems are going to be, are for that evening commute. Temps are going to come down. It's going to be wet. We'll have some flash freezing going on later on this evening with black ice potential, and we'll have snow as well. So your forecast today, little mix left over this morning. We'll go to rain for a while, then back to snow and wind for that evening commute. We'll break this down hour by hour coming up in your forecast in just minutes. Let's send it over to Brissa for a look at traffic here this morning.
Yeah, traffic this morning moving along, not too bad, but it is only 5:02, of course, when things start to pick up. That's when things do start to change. But if we take a look outside right now, 90 here at Fulton Road, drivers heading towards the city of Cleveland. You can see just the glossiness on those roads. That's the biggest thing we're seeing right now, is just those very, very slick road conditions with that rain as it does start to come down. If we take a look elsewhere around town, of course, those bridges and overpasses, when they are slick and then mix it with the wind that Matt was talking about, that's when, again, things do get a little bit dicey. We have a very wet camera here heading on over the Interbelt Bridge, 71 here at 480 through Brook Park. Again, just very, very wet roadways. Same goes for this area of Strongsville. If we take a look at the big picture map, no significant accidents or slowdowns as of yet. Again, it is only 5:03 this morning, so if you are about to head out the door, you shouldn't have too much slowing you down right now. Just be sure to slow down. If you are driving through the Akron area down here in Summit County, we had an overnight closure due to some construction right here. This is 76 westbound to get onto Route 8 northbound. That was closed until 5 a.m., so it has since opened. But meantime, this cold weather could mean water main breaks. This is new video coming in from overnight of a break on Ivanhoe and Euclid. This is in the city of Cleveland. Of course, make sure you are being careful, since all of that water can turn into ice and make those roads even more slick. Dave.
All right, Brissa, thank you. With the weather impact alert happening right now, let's get a look at conditions out there. Our David Greenberg keeping an eye on the roads this morning. David, how are things looking?
Hey, Dave, good morning. Yeah, things are not all that bad. Light precipitation out there, but I know that this is something that we're going to continue to track here throughout the day, because the weather is going to get worse as the day goes on. We are on Route 2 East right now. We are heading right near, we just passed Willoughby, heading towards Menor, going to be heading out towards the Ashtabula area, just to kind of check on what conditions are like a little bit further out east. The car right now is registering 37 degrees, so like Matt was talking about, we're still hovering above that freezing line, where we could see that that precipitation switch over to some of that slushy snow rain mix there. But right now seems to be all rain, but again, it makes it hard for those ODOT trucks and those plow trucks to pre-treat those roads, especially with the way that Matt has been talking about. Those conditions are going to be developing later on when those temperatures continue to drop, and then snow starts to come down, and then we see some of that precipitation that's left out there on those roads, and then as those temperatures drop drastically overnight, that is where it's going to become very difficult. So right now, not all that bad. If you are heading out, just leave yourself a few extra minutes.
All right, we'll keep checking in with you all morning long. Greenberg, thank you. And of course, we'll have continuing coverage for you throughout the morning, both on air and online, and our stream on WKYC Plus. That, of course, is from 7 until 9.